Hi, I'm Lily. Today I'm going to read a story. The Move of Thon, reading at level 3A. The Move of Thon. Okay, let's read it. Chapter 1. Get moving. Attention everyone, announced Miss Fazio. She moved from side to side to the brisk beat of funky music. You know the rules. It was the day of the pumpkin story move-a-thon. Everyone was super excited and had been training for weeks. Oh, or the desks had been pushed to the side of the classroom and made a big open dance space. Miss Fazio's rule was simple. Just keep moving for as long as you can. If you stop, you are out of the competition. The last person still moving will be the winner of a move-a-thon. He was so excited that she had butterflies as she swift about. Miles was jumping, not in the time with the music at all. Bruno was jogging on the spot. That the spot and sometimes touching his toe. Ming, Ruby, and Holly were skipping. Beatrice and Bru were doing the same dance steps like this. Here. And Raheel was trying to copy them, but it looked more like he was shooing bees away. Leon was pretending to be a sprinkler. Oh, okay. Let's get started with this. Nelson was sitting, casually twiddling his thumbs. Come on, Nelson, encouraged Leon. Leon had stopped being a sprinkler and now was pretending to mow the lawn. He pushed his invisible mower under Nelson's desk. But some moves, Nelson. I'm moving, said Nelson. He stretched out and wiggled his toe. Look moving, toes and thumbs. Mouse bounced away. Get up and dance. Get up and dance. Dance with us, Nelson. This is the only day we won't get in trouble for moving as much as we like. Don't waste in sitting down. I am moving, repeated Nelson. He hunched his shoulders. One by one, chapter 2. One by one, 30 minutes in the move-a-thon. Holly grabbed her drink bottle. As she took a sip, Miss Fuzzy pointed at her and said, Out! What? Yelled Holly and immediately started twisting. But I was just... Sorry, Holly, said Miss Fazio. Rules are rules, and you stopped moving. Come to the front of the classroom and watch the others with me. 5 minutes later, Brooke and Beatrice's legs got tangled in a tricky dance step, and they fell down to the floor. For a fraction of a second, they lay motionless. 2 more out, shouted Holly, jumping up and down. Miss Fazio nodded. Oh, Brooke and Beatrice well together. The rest of the classroom was still moving madly, except for Nelson, who was just bending his fingers and rolling his wrists. Bruno was doing some very interesting snake-like moves. I really need to go to the toilet, he said, crisscrossing his legs. But you can, said Beatrice. If you leave the room, you're out of the competition, confirmed Brooke. I know, moaned Bruno, his whole body wriggling. Try thinking about something else apart from, well, suggested Ollie. Look out the window. Concentrate on the music, offered Brooke. Pretend you're a tree moving in the wind, advised Beatrice. Trees don't need to, Miss Fazio could see Bruno's problem. Bruno, it seems you need to, she said, smiling. Bruno lasted another 30 seconds before he sprinted down the hall to the toilet. It seems Bruno knew all along, said Beatrice. To keep moving, Leon pretended to be a chicken, then a penguin, and then an elephant. As he No, as he flicked his trunk through the air, he hit me in the head. Clumsy animal, cried me. Ow! Shouted Holly, pointing to me, who had stopped moving to her sore head. Me water eyes gave Lynn a deadly stare and shuffled to the front of the classroom. Chapter 3. Nelson makes a move. After 1 hour of movement, everyone was very tired, except Nelson. For once in all his days as Plunkett Street School, Nelson had been most completely still. No more sitting down, Nelson, declared Miss Fazio. The move-a-thon is all about moving and looking after their bodies. Give me your chair. Nelson handed on his chair and launched into a crazy dance. His wild moves made everyone stare. Nelson could really dance. He jumped and jibbed, he shimmed and dived. He turned and twisted, he boogied and lurched them, and then, just as he was lining up to the solo tango, Nelson collided with the rahib. They crashed to the ground and rolled to a stop. Nelson was stuck on the rahib. Rahib, get out of me, Nelson urged. I can't move. Rahib was dizzy from the floor and rolled slowly of Nelson. Both out, declared Miss Fazio. But I was stuck, claimed Nelson. I can't be out. I was saving all my best moves. I had all strangely. You mean a Stragi, a plan connected Rahib? Yeah, said Nelson, one of those. And you weren't part of it, Rahib. I was going to win the move-a-thon. Come on, boys. Come over here, said Miss Fazio. Nelson and Rahib dragged themselves to the sideline of the move-a-thon. Chapter 4. Last student standing. Only Hinny, Ruby, Miles, and Leon remained in the competition. It was going before Hinny fluffed the floor. I'm done, she gasped Nelson back to her place. Nelson, that's not how to move a thumb works, sighs Miss Fazio. Because everyone wanted to do one more time, so... Okay. So, only Miles, Ruby, and Leon continued to move, and everyone cheered them on except for Nelson. About the 90 minutes mark, Miles twisted his ankle and had to be helped to sit by Brooke and Beatrice. That left Ruby and Leon in the move-a-thon. Go, Orion, go, Ruby, shouted the class. The cheering spurred on Ruby and Leon. Oh, both students are doing very well. After 100 minutes of non-stop movement, both were going more strong. After 2 hours and 5 minutes, after 2 hours and 5 minutes, both were still moving, only a little slower. Very slower. No, okay. But slowly. And after 2 hours and 20 minutes, both were still moving, but only just. Ruby and Leon were more tired than they had ever been before, and their limbs ached. Their eyes rolled wildly, their heads and swam in the sea of exhaustion. Like this, and the 2 hours and 36 minutes after a move-a-thon began, Leon slumped on the floor, his eyes closed, and Chapter 5, A Moving Victory. a moving victory. When Leon woke up, he was lying in a sick bay. Mouse was sitting next to Leon. I never knew you could be so moving, laughed Mouse. Very funny, said Leon. How long did Ruby last for? Did she beat me by minutes or only seconds? Beat you? Laughed Mouse. You won, Leon. You stopped her in the tracks. It was you. It was you stopped her in the tracks. It was a champion move. What are you talking about? Asked Leon, sitting up. I don't understand. Well, you fell to the ground, said Mouse. Explained. You were still moving, boy. You were tired. You roared around with your eyes closed and your arms out, asking for a Ruby la 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 teddy bear. Mouse laughed as she remembered the saying. Leon was shocked. No, no way, I didn't. I was tired. I must have been dreaming. With embarrassment crashed over him. I'm afraid you did, said Mouse, choking on his chuckles. It was a special Ruby la 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 movement. It was so moving, Leon. Honestly, everyone was speechless, especially Ruby. Leon slid under the blanket. He did not feel well. Miss Fazio said that when you are ready, you can go back to the class, said Mouse. You or Ruby Lala teddy bear will be there. I'm sure she will want to see you. Mouse giggled all the way back to the class. Bye.